guys, welcome back to my channel. I desperately need a haircut, so let's just see past this. At the time of filming, we're still in lockdown. There are no hairdressers, so, you know, we are 6 months non-cut. Anyway, we're here for skincare today because I wanted to share an updated skincare routine, what I'm using and what I'm actually doing. So if you are new to my channel, this is how my skin has been over the past year and a half maybe. My skin has been going through it for a long time actually, but over the past year and a half has been a lot. And nailing your skincare routine is one thing, but understanding what's going on is another. As always, if you want to see more skincare content, please don't forget to subscribe down below, give this video a like, turn on the notifications, leave a comment, whatever you can do, it supports my channel, and I'm very, very grateful for those of you that do those things. Oh, one little disclaimer, if you see something crawling around in the background, it is my tortoise, Dilla, not a rat, because in my previous videos, a lot of people have commented like, oh my gosh, there's a rat in your room, girl, like, stay safe. It's not a rat, it's my tortoise, just to let you know. Okay, let's get straight into it. So basically, I have the Caroline Hirons book. This book is everything. So Caroline Hirons, in case you don't know, is an amazing esthetician, skincare guru, and I love her character, so of course I'm gonna support and buy her book. Also, it's gonna give me so much education and knowledge, which it did do. So basically, I learned a lot from this book. But the one thing that I've been implementing recently is her skincare routine. Not necessarily her products, but her structure of her skincare routine, which I'll put up here. So the things from her routine that I wasn't doing before was, for example, the acid toner in the mornings and the hydration steps. Now I did do the hydration, but not necessarily in this order, so that's what I've been doing. So we're going to start with AM, and the first thing that I love to use is Cetaphil, which ironically is actually something that Caroline Hirons does not really like rate. She's not like Cetaphil mad or anything. Obviously a lot of dermatologists do recommend this because it is very gentle, but not Caroline Hirons. Anyway, as you can see, I have a really big tub, so it's been going for a really long time actually. It's almost finished, so this is the one that I've been enjoying. When this is finished, I'm going to try the Glossier Milky Jelly cleanser, which I have in my drawer ready to use. I'm so excited. So yeah, this is what I use in the morning because it's just really soft, gentle, not stripping. Some days I may use the benzoyl peroxide acne side wash. I have a whole video on benzoyl peroxide clearing my acne. To be completely honest with you, I'm just trying to use it up because it goes out of date the 4th of the 2021, so April, in a couple of months. So the difference between these two is this I would put straight onto my dry face and cleanse that way. With the acne side, I use a damp face and then I put a pea-sized amount on, put that on. I need to leave it on the skin for 1 to 2 minutes, so it needs contact time basically. It needs time for the benzoyl peroxide to get into the pores because it is a wash-off treatment compared to the gel, which is a leave-on treatment. So I'll usually put this on and then brush my teeth because then it's exactly 2 minutes. You know, your toothbrush times it for you, and then rinse that off. Before I realised that benzoyl peroxide was going to be out of date soon, I was using the CeraVe salicylic acid, which I still do enjoy to use, which I probably use more in the evenings, especially if I've just worked out, which tends to be in the evening as well. So yeah, this is almost finished, and I will just let it go once it's done with because I have some other salicylic acid cleansers that I would love to use. So then this is where the Caroline Hirons kind of step comes in, but her second step is an exfoliator. So I have the Nip and Fab glycolic pads, which are 5% glycolic acid and it has some salicylic acid in here. It's got lactic acid. These are the nighttime versions. They're the extreme ones, but they're not extreme, which she also says in her book or her blog. I can't remember where I've read certain stuff, but you know, they're not too harsh unless perhaps you have sensitive skin. Ordinary glycolic acid at 7%. So I've only recently got this. It's probably very clear from the amount that's still in here. But this on a cotton pad is also really easy to use, and I've been trying it out because I know it's highly rated. I've tried to get it so many times it's been sold out, so finally got hold of it. I'm going to try it out, see how we go. Glycolic acid is my personal choice that I want in my skincare routine, but obviously you can put whatever acid you want to use. Since filming, my glycolic acid has basically taken a back seat, and I have been using azelaic acid by Skinnerin at 20% in the mornings, which has been doing great for my skin. However, as you can see, this was filmed over a period of time. Dermatica have kindly sent me their new azelaic acid, also at 20%. So I've been giving that a go in the mornings. I've literally just received it, so I'm seeing how it is currently. And if you guys want a video on the difference between this and Skinnerin, I will definitely do that. After the acid, Carolyn Hirons goes in with a spray to hydrate, which I love sprays and I love to hydrate. So I already have a load of these. You know, I had these products before reading Carolyn Hirons' book, but it's about using the method that she's using. So, the one that I use the most is the La Roche-Posay. I never know the names. It's basically a thermal spring water for sensitive skin, and this is very nearly finished. I love it. I love to add more moisture to the skin. Hydration, I should say. I have the La Roche-Posay Cerazinc, or Cerazinc, I'm not sure. This is basically very similar, thermal spring water, but this one has zinc in there, which is very helpful for inflammation or irritated skin. So then I have the Aven, again another thermal spring water, soothing, anti-irritating, and for perfect sensitive skin. So this one is a much bigger bottle. There's a lot more in here, but I will try and get through my others before I really utilize this. So then in Carolyn Hirons' steps, it is then your eye cream and your serum. So eye cream and eye moisturization would be an eye gel for me. I'm not looking for like a magical eye cream that's going to do wonders. I just want something that feels very hydrating and light under the eyes. That's it. It's very cheap, inexpensive, Boots Cucumber Eye Gel. I mentioned in some of my videos with hay fever and just heaviness under the eyes. I just love a cooling gel, so that's why I use this. So then once you've got your eye gel slash eye cream, it is then serums. So I have a few serums that I love to use. So as you can imagine, we've done the spray and the eye gel. Your face is still a bit damp, which is great because everything's going to penetrate in. And I love to use the ordinary hyaluronic acid. It's a hyaluronic acid at 2% plus B5. This has lasted me ages. This is the big 60ml bottle. So obviously the hyaluronic acid is part of the moisturization, hydrating aspect of my skincare routine. But then I have sort of a treatment serum, which is the ordinary niacinamide 10% plus zinc at 1%. So again, I have a backup of this. We've used quite a bit. She is very close to the bottom. I feel like this is a hit and miss. It's like Mama, you either love it or hate it. It's particularly from The Ordinary and their formula. I do feel like there might be some more sophisticated formulas out there, but this works for me. And I've got backup of bottles, so I will be using it up. So essentially, because I'm trying to use up the Neutrogena serum, which is also hyaluronic acid, I basically put this in with my moisturizer, and I'm just taking a step back from the ordinary hyaluronic acid until this is used up. I love to use the aloe vera gel. It's very light. It leaves my skin kind of matte but not dry. It's not like a mattifying lotion. It's not designed to do that. It's just a very thin gel consistency. I am a fan of gels because they're light on the skin. It's ideal for oily, acne-prone skin too. Nice, decent pea-size amount all over the face. Works wonders. So next up, without a doubt, would be SPF. So basically, if you're new to my channel, you don't know much, I basically alternate my SPFs. I have quite a few, so I am just trying to really use one up and then get rid of it. If you hear any noise, that is my tortoise trying to climb into a box. So the two sunscreens that I'm currently trying to use up is the La Roche-Posay 50 Plus Anti-Imperfection Sunscreen. So I'm having issues with both of these. The thing is, I do love La Roche-Posay. I feel like it might be because this one is a bit old now and it's just, you know, it's a bit harder to shake and use. But when I'm using this, I'm then finding that my face will, I don't know what this is called, there must be a name for it. Basically, I'll put the SPF into my skin, it will be fully absorbed, there will be no white cast, you know, it's very well done into the face. But I feel like as my skin produces oil or I get warmer or something that's happening, it then leaves like white splodges. And my family are constantly like, you got white stuff, what's that on your foot? And I'm like, it's my sunscreen. It's basically doing something and I need to know what it is and I need to know why. So then the La Roche-Posay Shaka Fluid 50 Plus. I've been using recently, so I did a whole video on the La Roche-Posay Shaka Fluids, but I really raved about this. It was my first time using it. Since then I've been using it for over 6 months now, I think. That's a total guess, but yeah, probably over 6 months. Now, I love this because it was so similar to the formula of the 30, but it didn't have the fragrance and it's high protection, so I really raved about it. But, you know, one little thing, I do feel like it is comedogenic. It doesn't claim to not be comedogenic, let's bear that in mind. I do find myself getting tiny breakouts, like tiny little zits when I've been wearing this because it can just get a bit heavy on the skin and a bit greasy. So I don't hate it, but I'm trying to really eliminate things that are going to break me out. Sunscreen is still a journey. I've got ones that I really like, but they've definitely all got pros and cons. You know, I've never found one that has just got everything I need, does everything I need. I personally value something that's non-comedogenic, non-greasy on the skin, and leaves as little of a cast as possible. Like, I don't need it to not leave a cast, but I need to know that it's going to do that. I did a poll a while ago asking you guys, minus the sun protection factor, the whole point of SPF, what other things do you value the most? What do you really need in an SPF? And non-comedogenic, non-greasy was top one. So when I'm looking at this from that kind of criteria, I'm not so happy with it now. Okay, so now it is evening skincare routine. So Carolyn Hirons' routine is pretty similar to what I've been doing. It involves a double cleanse. Particularly if, like today, I have a full face of makeup, that needs to come off properly. I've got SPF underneath here, you know, all of that needs breaking down. So I do love to go in with an oil cleanse. So this is the simple hydrating cleansing oil, a couple of drops. I love to put that onto the face, dry, you know, really get in there. It's one that emulsifies, so it will come off with water really nicely. I'm going to do a little video on like an oil cleansing guide, just kind of oils that I've tried out, especially for acne prone skin. Oils can be like, stay away from me. Like, I have enough oil on my face. Like, yes, I will moisturise, but do I need an oil? Oils can be really, really beneficial to the skin, and we should not deprive our skin, even acnegenic skin, of oils. One of the best places to start is with the cleansing and using an oil. Once I've done the oil cleanse, it will most likely be the CeraVe salicylic acid, because probably worked out, probably done bits and bobs. So yeah, salicylic acid. Just a quick side note, I don't really wear makeup during the week, so every time I'm working out I'm not wearing makeup. I wear it just for videos really these days. So next up in Carolyn Hirons' sort of structure of her routine, it will differ, but in hers she did say vitamin A, which is where my Dermatica treatment basically fits in. So this is my Dermatica treatment. I have loads of videos on it, which has helped to get my skin where it is today from this to this. Essentially, I've been on Dermatica for nearly 9 months now. I have subscribed and paid and enjoyed it. If you don't know, it's basically prescription strength skincare that comes straight to your door. It's a subscription service, it comes every month. So once I've cleansed, I will just let my face dry, and I'll apply my Dermatica treatment, which is adapalene 0.1%, niacinamide 4%, and azelaic acid 4%. This has changed since my last one, but I've been enjoying this. So this particular formulation I have found a bit more thicker, a bit more creamy, so I don't know for what reason, but I like to do 2 pumps. I do have a discount code if you are interested, and I will leave a link down below where you can sign up. It will basically give you your first month free, plus 20% off your second month. Essentially, my skin has come a really long way, and I do know that it's because using adapalene for this long has really helped my skin. So then in the Hirons structure, it is the eye gel and moisturiser, the same as the morning. If I wanted to switch it up, I would use the CeraVe facial lotion. Then Carolyn Hirons finishes off her evening routine with an oil. One that I love is hemp seed oil. I've been using this for a short while now. I started to implement the oils more regularly in the evenings in the winter because we have the heating on and it can just really dry out the skin. Again, reading this book kind of just reminded me, you know what, you want the oil. We also have another oil, which is the Dr. Organic one. This has jojoba oil, rosehip oil and rose oil. It's basically called the Organic Vitamin E Complex because it has sunflower seed oil, which should help a little towards the post-inflammatory marks and helping to fade those, but you know, probably not a lot. So there you have it, guys. That is my updated skincare routine. We have come a long way from really irritated, troubled skin, you know, a really compromised skin barrier, and just trying to fight through and thinking that this will get better. You know, I've gone through periods of really simplifying to then slowly adding things again. If you've been on that journey with me, thank you so much for subscribing. You guys know that it's been tough. It can be a lot on your mental health and your outlook on life when your skin's just not in a place where you want it to be. 25, I'm dealing with it, I'm managing it, I'm giving my skin what I can from the inside and the outside, and I can only hope that it will heal and get better with time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!